Perhaps all people like happy endings, when our favorite characters live long and happy lives. Unfortunately, this story starts with a bad ending. Luna, a beautiful elf and powerful mage, was tragically imprisoned by the villain of the story, King Varus of the Elohay's kingdom. As a result of their unhealthy relationship, they have a daughter, Remillion, a poor half-breed child who doesn't get even a chance at a normal life. Luna, along with her daughter, lived in the royal prison. This dirty and dark tower was not the best place to raise a child, but they had no choice. Thanks to the moonlight, the prison was not dark even at night. Talking about the beautiful stars, Luna told her daughter that elves could read them. The stars show people the way in the darkness, but to elves, the stars can tell much more, like what the weather will be tomorrow. As Luna put her child to bed, she often talked to her about small things. One day she will teach Lian to read the stars, but for now it's bedtime for children. Falling asleep in her mother's arms, Remillion was really happy. However, worrying about her mother kept her from nodding off. Her beautiful mom's hands were dotted with scars. Perhaps her father King Varus beat her again. The girl finds it's unfair, why such a powerful mage like her mom should rot in this prison. No human has as much knowledge in mana as her mother. She can even use ancient magic. But at the crucial moment, Luna didn't have enough mana to use teleportation. She was captured by a cruel young king who wanted to possess her. Varus made sure she never escaped from him. Remillion was born as a half-blood elf. Right now, her mana was not enough to escape from here. When Remillion grows up, she will help her mother use teleportation spell. One such night, Remillion made a promise to herself. No matter what happens, she will always protect her mom. 3 years have passed since then. A farmer named Mary came to visit her neighbors. A little girl with long black hair opened the door. She was holding a book and was clearly happy to see Mary. The farmer gave the girl 3 juicy red apples. The girl thanks her. She'll share it with her mom when she returns. Mary's not sure she should talk about it, but she's heard some strange rumors from the market. Knights from the capital are looking for a beautiful woman with a daughter about her age. There is a generous reward for their capture. The girl began trembling, which surprised the farmer. Mary asks the girl not to worry. The knights are looking for a family with blonde hair, not black. Before leaving, Mary asked the girl to be on the lookout, and tell her if she sees such people. Of course. Closing the door tightly, Remillion began to think about what they should do next. The knights might guess that they were using magic to change the color of their hair. As soon as her mom came back, they would need to run. A few hours later, a young woman with black hair entered the house. Remillion ran up to her mother and hugged her tightly, asking why she was gone so long. Luna doesn't know what's going on, she assumed her daughter was hungry. Remillion explains that Miss Mary told her about the knights who are looking for them. They must run while there is still time. Luna is not happy about it, but it's the best option. Remillion will gather their things while Luna prepares the teleportation spell. Toward nightfall, everything was ready for the teleportation. All they had to do was read the spell correctly. The spell was interrupted by a loud knock on the door. People on the other side demanded that they open the door. Remillion quickly realized that they would not have time to finish the spell in this place. So they need to run now. Taking her mom's hand, Remillion hurried to the back door. As they walked outside, they noticed a group of men standing outside the house. At the last moment, the knights saw the girls running away. The head knight ordered the men to capture the woman at all costs, but they can kill the girl if she causes trouble. The king's priority is that she doesn't run away from them. Realizing that there was no escape, Remillion began to use spells to buy her mom time for the teleportation. When Lian got to her mom, there was only 3 minutes left to teleportation. Only 3 minutes and Lian will live happily ever after with her mother. With a mom who always cared for her and loved her. That's what she wants, but sometimes life can be cruel. The man whose face we can't see, ordered the mage to kill that annoying girl. An electric charge with lightning speed flew at the elf girl. She had no chance to defend herself. On the brink of death, Lian wondered if she would choose other parents if she could be reborn. Definitely not. No matter what happened, she would always be her mother's daughter.
Empty hearts and neon lights, they're playing with my mind. Gotta get out of here tonight. Oh, I wanna run off and fly. And I'll tell myself it's fine to be alone, just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. Oh, oh, oh. I hate all this overthinking. Oh, 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 oh. The more I swim, the more I'm sinking. Take me to a world of silver. No more heartbreaks, tears, painkillers. Take me somewhere unfamiliar. Bring me back to where we started. Get me out of now, to where we started out. La 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 la, oh, oh. Get me out of.
Lian woke up in the forest as if nothing had happened. The last thing Remillion remembers is being hit by a spell. So, she didn't die. It was just a dream, or Luna was able to heal her. If that's the case, where's her mom now, and where are all the knights? The forest Remillion was in seemed familiar. If she stayed in the same place, there must be a village not far from here. It was the same village Remillion had lived in for 3 years, but something had definitely changed. The village looks like new. Lian suddenly bumped into a woman carrying apples. The girl can't believe her eyes. The woman in front of her was definitely Mary, but that Mary was much younger than what Lian remembered. The farmer woman offered the girl an apple. She must be hungry. Mary asks why such a little girl is walking around without her parents. Remillion immediately asks the woman to tell her what year it is. Mary tells her that it's 1840. It just can't be. In 1840 Remillion has not yet been born. Moreover, she will be born 12 years later, so, her mother has sent her 20 years back in time. Mary decides to take the strange girl in until her parents come for her. The adults thought the girl had lost her parents, and it wasn't far from the truth. Left alone in the room, Remillion began to think about what had happened. The last words she remembers from her mother. She will not let her die, even if it costs her life. But wait, in 1840, her mom was alive. Moreover, before she died, Remillion remembered scraps of her past life. This world was just a game in her previous life, Luna and the Secret Cage. That game had many endings, and the main heroine was her mom. After her mom was captured by King Varus, the game would end. Of all the endings, this was probably the worst, but that doesn't change anything. Remillion wants to change the future, so her mom will never meet King Varus. A strange golden glow appeared around Remillion. This glow appeared after she decided to change the future. Remillion's plan is simple: she beats her father and saves her mom. It's a good plan, but there's one problem. In the future she wants to create, she won't exist. What could be more important to a mother than her child's happiness? But that's not fair. There is no future in which they can live happily together. Remillion will do everything possible to make sure her mom doesn't suffer, even if it costs her life. Remillion must meet the person living in that tall tower. It's probably the only way to defeat King Varus and save Luna. In the center of the huge hall there was a table. A young man in strange clothes was filling out documents. He greeted the young lady. A moment later, the man was horrified at how such a little girl could open the magical door. Remillion introduced herself. She needs to see the Grandmaster of this place. The man asked skeptically if she had an appointment. Of course not, but Lian was willing to wait. The man explains that it's impossible. Even if she makes an appointment right now, she will have to wait at least a year in line. Realizing it's a dead end, Lian decides to run inside the tower. The young man noticed that the girl had begun to cast some spell. He used shackling chains to stop her. As the man ran up to the girl, her hair began to change color to blonde. Shackles prevent anyone from using magic. A commanding voice asked what was going on here. Young man tried to explain everything to the Grandmaster, but the girl interrupted him, saying that she came to meet Archmage, Kajrel. Remillion says she's an elf. If he decided to listen to her, she wouldn't disappoint him. By this time, many people had gathered around. Young man explains to the little girl that lying is bad. No one has seen elves in over 100 years. Archmage seemed to show no emotion, silently assessing the girl. After a while, a gentleman with pink hair entered the conversation. He finds this little girl brave. The crowd around the strange girl was growing larger, so the Archmage called everyone to silence. Pink-haired gentleman would still like to know what to do with the girl. Archmage decided that he would interrogate her after the meeting. The chief aide should take care of her until then. The pink-haired man gently asks the girl to take his hand and walk with him. Remillion agrees, but the Archmage's words about the interrogation worry her. In any case, she came here to save her mother. Whatever happens to herself shouldn't bother her. After a while Remillion found herself in a luxurious room. It was nothing like the prison she had expected to see. The pink-haired man would like to introduce himself. Archmage's chief aide, Wydian Kleiselmer at her service. Lian is pleased to meet Mr. Kleiselmer. Wydian asks her to call him simply Wydian, without any Mr. The girl agrees, her name is Remillion. Wydian almost dies from her cuteness. While they are waiting for the Archmage, Wydian suggests Remillion to clean up and dress for the meeting with the Grandmaster. Lian thinks her dress is not so dirty, it must be a matter of her smell. It was a long way to get here, she must have smelled bad. Wydian begins to panic, that's not what he wanted to say at all. He asks her not to worry, it's not necessary. Remillion is fine, she'll wash up. With a wave of his hand Wydian creates a magic circle. A beautiful girl with pink hair appears from the circle. She looks like a living person, but since she appears from the circle, Remillion assumes that she is a robot. Wydian introduces her as his friend Cure. Cure rejects the notion of a friend. Wydian calls her heartless, she hurts him by saying such things. Cure suggests he go to the medical center for a checkup if he has any pain. In this confusing situation Remillion doesn't know what to do. In the end, Wydian explains to the little lady that Cure will be looking after her from now on. At that moment Wydian received a message, and had to leave them. Lian stared at the quickly departing Wydian without understanding what was going on. Cure interrupted the silence asking if the little lady wanted to take a bath. Lian asks Cure not to speak to her so formally, after all, she is an uninvited guest here. She can't understand why they are so kind to her. Cure explains that she is not, she is a guest of the Grand Archmage. But Remillion remembers Archmage saying he would interrogate her. Cure asks her not to worry, the Archmage is just talking strangely. She has nothing to worry about now. Cure will take care of her at her best. Lian thanks Cure, she believes that Cure is a good person. While Remillion was taking a bath, she found out that Cure is really a robot. She was created by Wydian. The fact that Cure was indistinguishable from a living person, meant that Wydian is an outstanding mage. In this world, there are 5 types of magic: elemental, alteration, creation, origin, and special. Wydian seems to have the highest creation magic. Lian wonders what kind of magic she herself possesses. After the bath, Cure brought Lian a dress. Lian is shocked by the gorgeousness of the dress. Cure is sure that the dress suits her, but next time they will make a customized dress. Lian thanks her, but this dress is more than enough. Cure explains that she will have to leave her for a while. Remillion will have to wait here until one of the magicians comes for her. He would have to give her a pass from the tower. Alone in the room, Lian didn't know what to do, so she sat down on the couch and hugged the pillow. Someone opened the door. The man at the door said he had to give the pass to a guest. Although he wasn't sure if such an ill-mannered child was entitled to a pass. Remillion seemed to know the man. Glare Sinrose, the man who harassed her mom. Glare would want to know where the doll went. She should be here. Anyway, what's that girl's name? The girl introduced herself as Remillion. Glare is surprised that such a scum without a surname was even allowed into the tower. Lian knew it, he's a scoundrel. She asks the old man for his name. When he asks why the old man, Lian replies that she can call him Geezer. Feeling threatened, Lian quickly retreats. The man introduces himself as Glare Sinrose. He tells her to remember his name. In any case, he's on his way out. He is convinced that Grandmaster will realize that this girl is a scammer. After all, he's heard that elves are amazing creatures. She's definitely not one of them. Remillion's got this man at the top of the list to get rid of. Since he hurt her beautiful mom, he's got no excuse. A couple minutes later, Cure burst into the room. She quickly apologized to Lady Remillion. The Archmage will be free soon. Cure can't forgive herself for leaving the child alone for 14 minutes and 27 seconds. Lian assures her that everything is fine. Also, she would like to ask Cure something. What kind of person the Archmage is? Cure obviously did not expect such a question, and thought about it. In the end she says that the Archmage has a terrible temper. He calls such a beautiful robot like her a bumbling doll. But Lady Remillion need not worry, all her wishes will come true. According to her calculations, Remillion has come here to become the Archmage's apprentice. Cure is sure that after a few trainings, Grandmaster will see her potential. It's not really what Lian had in mind, though. Archmage, Cadrell, entered the room. Lian wondered if the girl remembered him. Of course Lian remembers him, he's Mr. Wydian Kleiselmer. Wydian was glad to hear that, such a good memory at such a young age. The Archmage orders Wydian to be quiet. After these words, the room fell into an oppressive silence. The Archmage had a truly frightening aura. But that didn't stop Wydian from smilingly introducing the master of this tower. He also asked Lian if she thought he was handsome. Without getting an answer, Wydian assumed that she didn't think so. Lian asks him not to joke like that. Cure assures Remillion that it's fine, after all, Grandmaster can't be liked by everyone. The Archmage didn't seem to care about their conversation, but Lian wouldn't want to see him angry. Remillion says that Grandmaster is the most handsome man she has ever seen. Wydian started laughing, saying that usually the Archmage is feared by everyone. Cure shook her head, saying that she disagrees with Remillion's statement, and soon she will understand why. Lian realized with horror that she had said something wrong. She quickly began to apologize to the Grandmaster for her words. The Archmage didn't understand the reason for her apology. Was it because she had lied? He couldn't stand liars. Remillion says that's not true. She was apologizing for discussing his appearance. She wasn't lying at all. If that's the case, Cadrell suggests forgetting what she said. Wydian doesn't think so, handsome Grandmaster. Cadrell thinks that's enough. Wydian and his bumbling doll must leave. Cure asks Grandmaster not to call her that. Having been refused, Cure takes Wydian out of the room by the hair. Wydian will wait for Remillion outside. He wishes her and handsomest Grandmaster a productive conversation. Kadrel gets right to the point of the conversation. According to what she said earlier, she is a half-elf. Of course Remillion has hair like an elf, but that won't be enough. Kadrel doesn't forgive liars, so she'd better tell the truth. So, the Archmage asks her if she's a spy from the continent. Lian rapidly shakes her head saying she is not. Then who is she? Remillion asks if he knows about the ancient runic language the elves use. Kadrel invites the girl to demonstrate her abilities if she wants to convince him. Then Remillion began to cast a spell. When Lian was in a bad mood, her mother used this spell to show her daughter the sea. Admiring the beautiful sunrise, Remillion marveled at how beautiful the world could be. Luna felt guilty that she couldn't show her daughter these views in reality. Remillion was overcome with strong emotions. Since they had escaped from the prison, they had not used that spell again. Lian couldn't hold back her tears, even though the Archmage was looking at her. Kadrel finds her spell interesting. She was using original magic, not creation. Lian involuntarily stopped the spell when she heard his words. Kadrel suggests that she has some sort of key to Runia, but that doesn't prove she is an elf. Any person can learn the language with enough effort. However, the Archmage was interested in this girl. Well, Lian learned this spell from her elf mother. Then Kadrel would like to ask Remillion one question. Do elves even exist? Remillion says it's true, her mother is a real elf. Lian wants revenge, and hopes that the Archmage will let her stay in this tower.